So you had to have been, what, 1920 in 69?
Well, August 8th of 1969 was my 18th birthday that night.
Really?
That day. Wow. Yeah, so I went to the beach that day. We used to go to Sorrento Beach, which is right near the Jonathan Club there in Santa Monica, and that's where me and all my friends would hang out. So I hitchhiked or whatever back to the bike shop from the beach, which I often did. Came into the shop. I don't know, it was like maybe 5:30 or something. And I said, hey, Dad, can I have the van tonight take Janice out to a movie for my birthday? And he said, yeah, but you have to make a delivery. And I made lots of deliveries. And but you can't deliver it now on the way up the canyon because they're going to be out to dinner, and so you have to deliver it after 7:30. Yeah, he said, yeah, on Wednesday, somebody was in the bike shop and they bought a Raleigh Superb or whatever it was, and I delivered it that night, Wednesday night. Then they called this morning and said, no, we don't want the green one, we want the blue one. And so I need you to drive up there and drop off the blue bike and pick up the green bike. Now, it's a little bit tricky because the address is Cielo, but it's actually off of Angelo. And so what you have to do is, go up and then just turn up, and it looks like a long driveway. There's a few homes on it. And then when you get to the gate, just feel around in that bush. There's a button. Just push that button, and the gate will open. And I said, okay. So I went home, showered, changed, and I don't know, around 7:30, maybe it was 7:15, maybe it was 7:45, so somewhere around there in the early evening. It was August, so it was still daylight. I made the delivery. And I remember distinctly driving in, and when I delivered a lot of these estates in Beverly Hills, Bel Air, whatever, there would be some kind of a pressure plate, or like at the gas station, that little black cord that went across, you drive across it, it would close the gate behind you. So I looked carefully around to make sure I drove over it to close the gate, but there was nothing there on the driveway. And I just noticed in my mirror that a minute later the gate just closed, so it was a cheaper addition. And so I went to the garage. The garage door was open. I picked up the green bike, delivered the blue bike, and then I went around. If you're familiar with the property, I went around to the little front gate by the little wishing well, and then the flagstone stairs to the porch, the front door, rang the doorbell, and a gentleman answered the door. I found out later it was Jay Sebring, and he had a bottle in his hand, like a green glass bottle, like a Spinata or, I don't know, some kind of a inexpensive wine type small bottle drink. And I said, yeah, I'm from the bike shop. I just want to let you know I picked up the bike, dropped off the bike. It's in the garage, whatever. The instruction cards are on it and everything else. And he said, okay, thank you, whatever. I mean, we barely exchanged 25 or 50 words. And then I left. And I just remembered, because my girlfriend and I were always looking for a discreet place to go, like, do some necking. We didn't have sex, but we did about everything else, and we were always looking for a discreet place to do it. And I remember thinking, on the way back from the movie theater, that's pretty secluded. Maybe I'll just drive up there and park right up there at that area big enough to turn around in, just outside the gate. That'd be a really, other than maybe somebody coming and going from that one house, it would be never anybody drive by there. Be a great place to park. God, I remember that. It kind of haunts me.